For scuba diving on any given day, there's a chance that you would come across an impressive but slightly creepy statue underwater. Whether it be something like the Christ of the Abyss in Italy or the largest underwater statue in the world, Ocean Atlas in the Bahamas. And he has created multiple underwater statues and sculptures and has done this all over the world, with over 1,000 structures credited to his name. They are obviously quite fascinating, but I can imagine that if a diver ran into these kind of statues with no context given, they'd probably be a bit freaked out. Number 4. Between the years of 1563 and 1564, a warship was built in Sweden that was given the name Mars, a title inspired by the Roman god of war. At the time, it was somewhat of a phenomenon, as it was equipped with 107 guns and was one of the largest warships in the world when it was built. After a battle in the Baltic Sea, the ship exploded after catching on fire and sank into the bottom of the ocean. An estimated 800 people were on that ship, and it is assumed that most, if not all of them, died. For hundreds of years, this shipwreck was completely lost, and most people assumed that it would never be found. Well, in November of 2011, the remains of Mars were finally recovered. Researchers who found the ship described it as a haunting experience, not only because Mars was essentially a time capsule that told the story of a disturbing battle, but also because they found quite a substantial amount of human remains near the ship. All of this led to Mars having somewhat of a cursed image, but its recovery told us a lot about weaponry used in the 16th century and about the battle that occurred when the ship went down. Number 5. In 2015, a diver in Arizona found what appeared to be the skeletons of 2 people. He phoned the police, who dived down and investigated the scene. They did indeed find 2 skeletons who were sitting down on lawn chairs and appeared to be having some kind of a tea party. While they looked very realistic from afar, they were actually plastic. Somebody had placed these skeletons there a year prior and put in quite a lot of effort to strap them down and keep them in place. This is actually somewhat of a trend. Another video taken in Lake Mead shows a similar scene, with skeletons wearing pirate hats and sunglasses. This is occasionally done by scuba diving instructors who place these skeletons in the water to give their students something to look at and investigate whilst they dive. However, other times it's done for seemingly no reason, which is a strange thing to do seeing as barely anybody is going to encounter them. But a YouTuber known as D Almighty again in this video. He is a YouTuber with over 3 million subscribers named Jake, who does an array of things, but often posts videos of him scuba diving. In April of 2017, he posted a video that attracted 14 million views because of its strange nature. Whilst exploring in a river in Columbus, Georgia, he found a black box and decided to check out what was inside. He found what he originally thought was a big bag of cement, but was shocked when he realized that what he was holding were the remains of a person who had been cremated. He phoned the police in order to find out what to do with the cremation and was informed to put it back where he found it. It was more than likely put there by a family member of the person, so Jake decided to put it in a place that would be harder to find in order to avoid this happening again.